Welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and today I have college basketball props and best bets for December 20th, 2025. The year is coming to a close, Christmas is coming close, and I have some early gifts for you today. Absolutely love this five-player slate and also one best bet. So five-player props, one best bet. Really good picks for today's show, some really good value. We've been doing really well in college basketball. If you've been watching me since the season has started, you realize we really cashed out. Had some bad luck on our last show, so hopefully we bounce back with that. But with these picks we have for today, I feel extremely confident with them, as I mentioned, mainly because we're getting a lot of discounts here. And in the prop market, we're always looking for some discounts. When we can get some lines a little lower than they have been, just because, certain guys may be in a little bit of a slump, that's when we like to kind of go with these guys overs. With that being said, let's go ahead and get to our stats. This has been my most profitable content, this at NFL, but college basketball has been my most profitable content. My best bets is at 51%. And then if you look at our prop bets overall, 65% overall, and then hammer play is hitting at 71%. Our hammer play did not play in the last game. This game, five-player props, all these guys should be playing. Let's get to it. And my first guy is going to be Kingston Flemings of the Houston Cougars. Fantasy score average is 29. Fantasy score projection is 34. Now his average is 29. This is due to a lot of blowouts. He's played in quite a few of those. Houston's only played a few competitive games, but in the competitive games, not only is his average higher, his minutes are as well. Here's some of his minutes in these competitive games. I'm speaking of 32, 34, 39, and 35. So he's played a lot of minutes in competitive games. The only time he did not play a lot of minutes was Notre Dame. He got in foul trouble, and it kind of hurt us in that one. I didn't pick him on that show. He is 1-0 on the show so far. He has high ball usage, believe it or not, coming in as a freshman who can do a lot with the basketball. He's a good rebounder, good finisher. He actually mentioned in an interview this week that he is going to become a better rebounder. That's something he's going to focus on. So that helps the fantasy score. Also a really good defender, gets good steals. He's also capable of blocking shots because he's extremely athletic. I like this number here. Give me the over 29.5 fantasy score for Kingston Flemings. The next guy is Otega Owe. He almost became my hammer play, but I pulled back just because he's been kind of up and down this season, but he's a good rebounder for his size, good in transition as well. Played 33 minutes in the last game. I'm expecting that or more in this game. Hopefully, it's a competitive game. Pace should be fast. St. John's gets up and down the court, and St. John's has allowed some players, especially guards, to completely go off. Todd Pepperford is one of them. 154 total, 2.5 spread. I think this is a good matchup for Otega Owe. I think he gets a little more aggressive than he's been of late. Give me the over 20.5 PRA for Otega Owe. Next guy is Tahai Pettiford of Auburn. We picked him once and he cashed, and so I'm picking him again here in this spot. Numbers are usually a little bit higher, but I do understand why it's a little low in this game. Good games versus St. John's, Arizona, and Oregon. The most competitive games he's played really well. Active more, more active, more shot attempts, more minutes. Purdue has two bigs. Pick and roll should be an option here for him. Mismatch, either create a mismatch or drop coverage so he can pull up and shoot a three. Also going to be guarded by Braden Smith. He's small like Pettiford, so I think that's going to kind of work in his favor. Smith, he tries to play good defense, but he's not going to be able to stay in front of the shifty Pettiford. I think this guy easily cashes his over 21.5 PRA. He's been showing up in the big moments. Next guy is JT Toppin. We went with JT Toppin before and he cashed out. He was actually the hammer play. And now I'm going back with him again on his fantasy score. Fantasy score, season average 41, projection 42. He's a good shot blocker. He's had 13 shot blocks in the last three games. So he's really playing well in defensive end. Also gets steals, rebounds, and he's a capable passer. Um, he can score in different ways. A lot of his points come on offensive rebounds. Duke does have bigs, but I'm not too sure about Boozer, about his motor. I don't, his motor, he plays hard, but I don't know if that motor is going to be there for like Toppin is. Toppin's got something to prove. He's experienced. The total set at 150. I'm sorry, the total was set in the 150s, so it's a really high total. It's going up and down. I think he really plays well in this matchup. With him averaging 45 fantasy score over the last five games and playing a total of 40 minutes versus Arkansas, so he did not sit one time. I think 36 plus minutes is a reasonable amount. So I think with the usage, the minutes, I think he easily goes over this 39.5 fantasy score for JT Toppin. Last pick of the day is going to be Koa Pete, going back with him. Bounce back spot for him. He's been in foul trouble of late. It's kind of hampered him from being his production, but it's a home game versus a team that he should have an advantage over, especially in the mid post where he really goes to work. 156 total. San Diego State is not going to get blown out in this game like some people believe, which is going to force Pete to play a little bit more minutes. I think he finally finds his rhythm. His number has kind of went down by the game, which I mean, like I said, we love discounts. We talked about it at the beginning. So I'm gonna take his discount. Give me the over 21.5 PRA for Koa Pete. And now for our best bet. This number should not be this high. I do think this Virginia team is good, but for them to be laying 16.5, I don't like it. I like Maryland plus 16.5. Maryland's a competitive team. They do have some talent. They haven't shown a lot of it. I think they can keep it within 17 points here. I think that's just entirely too high for a Virginia team that is good. But I mean, they're not gonna blow this team out. Also, Virginia relies a lot on the bigs. So give me Maryland plus 16.5. I absolutely love this pick. And now for the recap, we got Flemings over 29.5 fantasy score as the hammer play. Oway over 20.5 PRA. Pettiford over 21.5 PRA. Toppin over 39.5 fantasy score. And then last but not least, Pete over 21.5 PRA. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Also subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. We've been on a generational run. And then also, please leave a comment and of course, just continue to show appreciation. With all that being said, keep what you like, leave what you don't, and let's cash.